At the beginning of every profound story is a vision, a purpose, a driving desire to witness something truly significant take place. So let's take a moment to consider the story of Foothills Church, to more deeply connect with the core purpose of who we are and what our vision is, to ask ourselves, what role do we want to play? What legacy do you and I want to imprint upon the grander pages unfolding right here in our community, our city, and across the globe? More specifically, how can we stand upon the shoulders of those who pioneered our faith and carry the banner to the next chapter of this story? As we consider these questions, we begin to pivot our perspective and pull back to the broader vision and purpose of this place, the ministry we call Foothills Church, the vessel that God has created to share the hope of salvation through Jesus. So what does that mean today, right now? What does that mean for you and me? What is God calling us into together as a church? You see, the very heartbeat of God's mission is to multiply disciples. It's the Great Commission, the singular focus of our mission since planting Foothills Church more than a decade ago.
Today, that mission continues as we invest in creating a more conducive environment right here in our West building, which serves as the home for our FC Kids and FC Student Ministries. Multiplying disciples means we believe the next generation matters. So we're committed to creating intentional spaces that engage and connect the next generation with the gospel. In fact, we have already partnered with a leading architectural firm that has designed and developed a comprehensive master plan that will completely re-envision our next-gen spaces in such a way that we can more directly, efficiently, and effectively disciple the next generation. When you engage in our mission through the 2020 Vision Offering, you are making all of this possible right here for the next generation.
If we are going to multiply disciples, we must also multiply resources to amplify our impact and our reach. As God continues to grow this ministry, we must be obedient in our efforts to create the space for people seeking to experience the gospel and seeking hope through Jesus. This means designing and building a biblically based counseling center right here in Blount County. Each week, Foothills Church is contacted by many people seeking pastoral counseling. It's part of our vision to reach the needs of our community through a new counseling center in the next 2 years. Meanwhile, the multiplication of resources also means investing in additional parking spaces right here on our main campus. Each Sunday, we consistently maximize the current 395 parking spots and our FC North lot, which means those who are seeking to hear the gospel for the first time are many times unable to reach our doors. The 2020 Vision Offering will help us to take the necessary steps to renovate our next-gen spaces and buy land adjacent to our campus to take the first steps in building a counseling center and create space for our first-time guests to find parking each Sunday morning.
Finally, we believe God commands us to spread the gospel across the city and region by multiplying campuses and planting churches that actively develop mature disciples of Christ. At Foothills Church, that means we've prayerfully considered where God would want to lead our team to plant a second FC campus. We believe that location is Bearden, and we are taking steps toward identifying and purchasing a property that would serve as the foundation to a second campus. You see, this is what it looks like to engage in the mission of God's church, to recognize it's your turn to turn the pages of this story and partner with God in His ultimate mission to make disciples and spread the gospel. The 2020 Vision Offering is key. It's designed to fuel this mission, to multiply disciples, multiply resources, and multiply campuses. And as we turn the pages of a legacy laid before us by those who pioneered the vision of Foothills Church, we see there is a purpose. We see God's ultimate plan of redemption and our unique place intertwined in those pages. So we are compelled to seize this moment in the place of God's church to run with endurance with our eyes fixed on Jesus. Now it's your turn. The question remains, will you take it?